Hello, kids. This is Pastor Tony, and this is today's Bible Spot. As we start this new year, I want to speak with you about God's masterpiece. You may be surprised at what it is. So let's look at what God says in the Bible. In Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10, it says this, "For we are God's masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus, to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." You know, there are plenty of times that I feel more like a mess than a masterpiece, but God designed me to go out and tell others that though their life could be messy, Jesus can take your mess and make it a masterpiece. Did you know that in 1501, Michelangelo, who painted the Sistine Chapel, began working on his masterpiece, a statue of David who killed Goliath? He used a large piece of marble that was so messed up that no one wanted to use it. But he took something that was discarded and carved out a masterpiece. You see, you are a masterpiece, not because of what you were or what you think you are, but because of who God is and His ability to shape you into the image of Christ. Do you remember in kids' worship when we would scribble a mess on a piece of paper and I would create a Bible study out of it? You know, there's no scribble that I couldn't make something out of it. Likewise, there's no life that God can't make into a masterpiece. So here is a video clip to help you see what I'm talking about. Roll it, Ian.
I've heard it. You've heard it. It's time for a new beginning. Time to start a fresh page or paint a new picture with our life. Sounds great in theory, but it can seem impossible. Life is messy. The lines have gotten blurred. Maybe we just don't know where to start. We look at the canvas of our lives and see mistake after mistake after mistake. It's overwhelming. When I look at my life with these messy lines and scribbles, it makes me think, is this as good as it gets? There's no eraser that can make this life make sense. But what if? What if there was someone that could make sense of our mess? They could take all our scribbles, all our mistakes, all our missed opportunities, and make them into a masterpiece. And then I remember, there is Jesus. He gives us a new life. Every day is new. Every day is a blank canvas full of possibility and promise. He takes our canvases, our lives that have been filled up with shortcomings, secrets, tragedies, and embarrassments, and He helps them make sense. When I look at the canvas of my life and I see nothing but disorder and chaos, I have to remember this. God is not a God of disorder. He's a God of peace. And you know what? He wants to take my hand and bring peace to the canvas of my life. So as we seek to make our mark, let us give God all our scribbles, all our mistakes, all our hurts, and trust that He will turn our messy lives into a masterpiece. His masterpiece.
In this new year, let God continue to work on His masterpiece, you. And here is today's bumper sticker. God turns broken pieces into masterpieces. So have a happy new year. And by the way, Here's your first good work. Clean up your room. It's a mess. Goodbye. And this has been today's Bible Spot. Have a happy new year.